Hello there. Welcome to Psychics, Mediums, and Mystics, a MindBodySpirit.fm podcast network live stream event. I'm Diane Ray. I'm so excited to welcome everybody. I am the co-founder of MindBodySpirit.fm, and me, along with my business partner, Tina Williamson, we've been doing these Psychics, Mediums, and Mystics events as an opportunity to introduce people to our incredible podcasters. And we've got over 60 podcasters on the platform. And this is just a great way to let you see their gifts if you're not aware of what they do and some of their skills. And also, we have some participants that are able to interact with our podcasters, and they're happy to share what they've got going on here. So I want to introduce you to the podcasters that are going to be with us today. So we have Elias Patras, host of Your Inner Voice. Hi, Elias.
Hello.
And also Laura West, who's a host of A Guided Life podcast. And I'm so glad you guys could jump on and join us for this.
Thank you for having
me
us.
For this.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I know. I mean, it's just so crazy doing live streams and things happen and people appear and disappear. And so we're gonna do our best to have some fun today. So Elias, I'm going to introduce both of you guys and share with people what you do, because you're both so skilled, and you'd probably agree you're relatively new teachers. You know, you're both very skilled. You've been doing this a while, but people might not know who you are, right? Or be aware of what you do. So it's nice to get your name out, you know, and introduce you and let people know what you do and what you share on your podcasts that you're regularly posting out there. So Elias, you're the intuitive motivator, and you're an author and psychic medium, and you are really passionate about empowering people on their path to self-development. And you've been doing this a long time. You've got your first book that just came out recently. So I'm excited to have you here. And what can people expect today? Like, what kind of readings do you think you'll be doing for our participants?
The funny thing is, Diane, I never know what's going to happen. So, because we're really, I mean, I'm sure Laura would agree, we're not in charge. So I feel whatever is meant to come out means to come out. So usually what happens is, if it's a loved one, they're going to come through and then have a message for a person. If it's a psychic reading, then usually the person is wanting some clarity. And I know for myself, and I know that I've talked to several other people, and the feeling of having the ability for the person to understand that they have the answers within themselves. I think that's really, really important. And that's what a lot of my work is, to teach personal development so they can listen to that inner voice that's already there. It's just the fear that's hiding it.
Yes, fear holds so many things back and holds so many people back. And Laura, I want to introduce you because you're an award-winning podcaster. You won an award last year for A Guided Life, and you love to work with people on connecting with their spirit guides, their angels, past loved ones. And you also help people recognize signs from spirit and get answers to their questions. And what do you do to prepare for something like this, or for a sitting, you know, when you're reading for somebody? Do you have a special thing or process that you go through to prepare?
Yes, that's such a great question. And for me, less is more. Whatever I can do to get by is the easiest, because life is just so busy. So I think it's easy to get caught up in doing a bunch of rituals to get yourself ready. But for me, I just like to take a few deep breaths, sort of see myself. Well, first I like to kind of get into a meditation and just allow myself to feel grounded, feel my breathing. And then I start to open up and see, okay, who's around? and kind of pick up on my sitter, their energy, and just be ready to do the reading, making sure that we're in a protected, loving space, that only messages that are meant for the highest and best good for the sitter come through, along with loving entities that are for the highest and best good as well. And then, like Elias, it's just whatever is meant to come will come.
And right before we were going live today, both of you said you could feel some really interesting energy today. What do you think that is? Like the year of the fire horse energy, maybe?
Well, fire horse, solar eclipse, new moon. We got like a trifecta happening. And I think also too that I think people on the other side are so wanting to be involved and to know that obviously they're there, but to have the messages come through. And I think especially with that fire horse, it's like, go, 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 let's go.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. So what we're going to do, we've got 6 participants that are going to join us today, and we're going to start each person off with one of you, either Elias or Laura. But because both of you are such great teachers and you both have such amazing skills to share, like someone will start with Elias, but then Laura, if you're getting someone that's coming through, just let the person know. And it's the same for you, Elias. If you're getting something, so people are going to benefit from having 2 amazing teachers sharing their guidance today. So this is going to be fun. I'm curious to see what happens. So let's bring on our first person here, Michelle. And Michelle is going to get started with Elias, and then we'll see what a spirit has to say.
Hey, Michelle.
Welcome.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Michelle, are you just, I'm just going to ask you because there is a lot of energy in this space, in this room. Are you wanting more of a psychic reading, a more mediumship reading, a little combo of both, or you're just open to whatever is going to come through?
A combo of both, anything really.
Okay. And I always like to ask, I have your permission, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Fascinating. So obviously, you have a bunch of people up there. And I want to ask you, there's a woman that's coming through and she's a little bit shorter than you, maybe about eyebrow to eye length. She was fastidious about her hair, like her hair had to get done, or she had to look nice, presentable, is what I want to say. When she was at home and didn't expect any guests, she didn't care. But if she was going to do something, she really was. She really was wanting just to look her best. And I'm actually tasting. God, it's really good. I'm tasting chocolate brownies. Fudge brown. Oh, they're really like fudgy brownies. Would this ring a bell for you at all?
Could be my mom.
Okay. Did mom have some issues with her hand, either issues with tendonitis or carpal tunnel or just arthritis or something?
Yes.
Okay. Was it more the right arm than the left? Or was it both?
I can't remember. Might be the left. She had a stroke that.
Okay. Okay. My left wrist hurts, but it hurt today. So I'm not saying that this is part of it. Sometimes it is. Sometimes I get it. I don't know about you, Laura, but sometimes I'll get it.
Sometimes you
I
just
know
throw it out there.
Right. Right.
It
Like, here it goes. Right. Also, I want to ask you, did she have any stomach issues?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. I just got a slight pain above the belly button and a little bit below the belly button. I don't know if there was some issues with colon stuff or what have you, but I'm just going to leave that. The message here, since you're pretty clear that we have her, the message would be a little bit more about, oh, it's super sweet. She wants you to know that this is the next chapter that is going to be just for you. Does that make sense to you? It's like
Yeah.
she's saying that you've done such a great job and you've done so much of taking care of everybody. This next chapter, she's saying you are the star of the show this chapter. It is your chapter.
Mm.
I don't know why. I'm just gonna say this, but I'm seeing a bunch of rabbits jumping around. So uh, I don't know if she called you Bunny. I don't know if she
No.
liked rabbits. But I don't know if there was a smaller word that she called you. I don't want to say Shelly because it doesn't sound right, but she's showing me little bunnies. I don't know why.
He used to call me Shelzy.
Shelzy. Okay. All right.
Mm.
And I just said bunnies,
That's cute.
Shelzies. It is
Shelzy.
cute. It
That's
is
cute.
cute. And then she wants you to know that everything went well with your recent loss. The transition was smooth. Transition was smooth. And
I'm delicate right now. Sorry.
Totally
okay.
fine.
It happened on the 8th, and it was the day before my birthday.
Mm.
Well, she's saying that she was one of the people, along with some of the other relatives of this individual, that that came together to greet him.
Mm.
So like I just got I'm 61, so I could be menopausing, but I just got a hot flash. So just it's really, really, there's a lot of love, Michelle, lot of love. And if it wasn't shown, they're giving it to you now. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have any questions that you wanted to ask?
No.
Okay.
Can I add to that, Elias?
Yes, please.
Thanks, because like chomping at the bit to bring forward this male individual. And it was so funny because you mentioned a male, and I'm seeing motorcycle. Don't know if there's a relation to motorcycle at all. Okay, because but he seems like, I can't tell if he was a younger male or if, because I'm seeing like 50s, like greaser's hair, like almost like that, I don't 50s style. So I can't tell if he's showing me when he was younger or if he was younger. But I do get the sense of this like youthful energy. And again, the motorcycle is really important because he's standing there with the motorcycle. He almost looks like James Dean or something. Anyway, but he's standing there with the motorcycle, and the energy is very like, he's kind of intense because I'm like, feel very shaky and like want to like bring him up and like talk about him. I'm trying to see what more he wants other than he's here. Yeah, just a lot of like, he's saying like, don't worry about me. First of all, does this gentleman motorcycle resonate?
My dad loved motorcycles. He died when he was 58 of lung cancer.
Got it. Okay. That's why the 50s style. Okay. Thank you. But I just get this sense of, I keep seeing the word worry, like, don't worry, don't worry. And I'll see what more comes from that. I don't know, Elias, if you wanted to keep going, but I just wanted to, felt like an opportunity to bring him in.
Sure. I'm going to ask you, Michelle, because I do know you, but I want to ask, going off of Laura's piece, did you and your are you okay if I mention significant
That's
other?
fine. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay. Um, did the two of you, did you guys sing together?
Yes.
Okay, so going off of what Laura was saying, did you guys used to sing anything from the musical Grease? Like You're the One That I Want, or anything that the two of you, like you would be Olivia Newton-John, he would be John Travolta,
I'm
that kind of
seeing
thing. 'Cause-
Grease too, Elias.
yeah.
Well, it's just
So
my it's one of my favorite, of course, you know. I was
Mm.
but Denny didn't really sing very much from Greece. He was more of a classic rock kind of guy.
okay.
But I have sung Grease songs regularly and with other people. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Um, and it's interesting, Michelle and Laura, I'd love to know your, for everybody that's listening. Lately, for me, lately, I don't pick up on a loved one unless it's 40 days after they've crossed, because the way that I explain it and what I've heard is they're in soul school for 40 days and they get all that information. Anybody have watched Defending Your Life? A lot of that movie is fascinating and
Mm.
true. I totally believe in it. But what I'm noticing since everything that's happening in our world, it feels like they're coming in a lot faster. So I don't know what you think,
No,
Laura.
that's interesting. I've had him come right before they cross over and tell me they're
Mhm.
about to cross over
Sure.
because they're like in a coma. I've had them reach out to me maybe a couple days later. But it's funny because they're kind of like, it's almost like they're testing the waters and they're like yelling at me the message repeatedly until I pass it on.
Right.
But then it just kind of depends, I think, on I haven't noticed like I don't have people coming, okay, it's been 40 days, so I can't tell, but that's a really interesting theory. I do know sometimes depending on the way they pass too, it could take a little bit.
Exactly. Exactly. But Michelle, for you, with him, I just, because I don't hear his voice. That's what I mean, Laura, about like the 40 days. It's like they give little,
Mm.
somebody that's been here longer, then it's a different kind of message. I am seeing a hand on the chest, a head bowed down, and interesting. Lavender and lilacs, I'm sorry, lavender and white lilies, like offering you that kind of like almost like a thank you and peace to you kind of a thing. That's the image that I see of him. I don't know if those flowers mean anything for you, but
Not specifically.
okay.
But you know, I took care of him the last few years of his life, and it was between did he have depression or did he have dementia? He told the chaplain just before he died that he wouldn't have lived so long were it not for me.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Some
what I'm
amazing
getting.
energy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel it.
Can I add something too that I'm picking up on for you, Michelle?
Sure.
Um, it probably goes along with, sort of being the caretaker for so long. It sort of makes sense to me. But this feeling of figuring out what to do for yourself now, and sort of deciding which direction to go. So I don't know if you're starting to have thoughts of what do I do next with my life? Do I dabble in this? Do I dabble in that? Do I take this trip? Do I do that? What do I do? And it's almost like there's so many options, like everything's open up for you. But I want you to not feel like you have to be held back. Like it's okay to start thinking about the future. It's okay to start deciding what you want to do next in life, because this gentleman who recently passed, one is so excited for wherever life is going to take you. Like I feel like he is going to be with you no matter what it is that you decide. And this is interesting because I just picked up on the idea of a future romantic partner. I don't know if you were involved with this guy romantically or not, but the permission of allowing that as well. I know for you, it's probably hard to think about that at this time, but the excitement of finding someone with you, it's very interesting feeling that I'm getting from him, but also very like loving, because that's how much he wants you to live life for you. So take the action, and don't feel bad about wanting to plan that trip you guys are supposed to do together, or take this class that you've been wanting to do so you can help other people, because he will be there with you. And again, if you somewhere on this journey of life find somebody, he's a part of that too, and it's totally fine. Totally fine.
That's so amazing. I've never seen Laura work before, so this is great. I get to watch her in action
Thanks.
in the wild. Well, thanks so much, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And let's bring Amanda on so we can see what the spirits have to say for her. So Amanda's going to get started with Laura, and then I'm sure Elias will have something to say. So thanks for hanging in there, Amanda.
Well, thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
So excited for you to be here too. And I'm excited to connect with your team. I do want to say you have amazing energy. I don't know if it's because you're wearing the color orange or the lights behind you, but there's something that's like really inviting and exciting to be connecting with you. I feel like you're very intuitive already, Amanda. Like you already have the gift. Like you can already do this. You could probably sit here and read with us, because I feel like this is something that you're already capable of. You're already having experiences, and it's just a matter of putting yourself out there more and trusting that you are indeed picking up on what you are picking up on. So you are really connecting with the other side. So if there's ever any question related to that, know that there is no question. You definitely have the zhuzh. you have it. You really do. And I feel like angels are really important for you too. Ooh, is your mother in spirit, or is she still here?
No, she's in spirit.
Okay, picked up on mom. Because I feel like this is interesting. I feel like mom also had the, quote unquote gift. I use it, I don't want it to come off haughty, but the gift. But she was brought up in a different time where she couldn't really be free and out with it. But I feel like through you, she is like all in and so excited that this is something that you're able to explore and take and run with. And I love that you don't seem scared by it. It's almost like, I don't care what people think. Like this feels right to me. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And that's such a great energy to be around, because there are so many people who shy from having this ability to do it because people are going to judge them, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, I don't care. And I love that about you. And I feel like you get that strong personality, like that strong aspect of you from your mom. Like, I feel like she was a really strong woman. And she really just gave you that space to really explore this and be okay to do what it is that you need to do. Dad, I feel like doesn't feel so much in the space. So I don't know if he was more left-brained, or just wasn't really into this, or wasn't in the picture. I can't really tell, because it's really mom. Like mom's really the one who's here. And again, angels feel like, ooh, I just saw the number 8. So angels are like really big for you. Some people are just kind of more into calling them spirit guides and, ascended masters, ancestors, whatever. But angels, I feel like there's something about you and your guardian angel. You guys are just like this, like 2 peas in a pod. Just like angel figurines. Like, I don't know, you got some angel stuff in your house, but you're very much, like angels are there. Your house is very much surrounded and protected by angels. So I don't know if you've set up some sort of protective barrier around your house, but it's very, very, very protected. Like tall, big angels, like all around your house, like a fence, like a fortress.
Awesome.
but it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And it still allows, if you had any worry, if it allowed your mom to come through or loved ones to come through because it's so protected, don't worry. They are allowed to come through because they love you and it's in your highest and best good. Whew, that was a word vomit. Elias, do you want to go?
So wanting to jump on the whole angel piece, and honestly, Amanda, again, I know you, but I don't know if I've said this to you, but it feels like these angels and guides, and I'm seeing and I'm hearing Saint Francis of Assisi, and I really think it's time for you, as a suggestion, to become an animal communicator.
Mhm.
I really think with the chapter that you wrote in the upcoming book is really it feels like it's launching off and kind of opening up the heart and the connection of the heart and the third eye in a very different way. It feels clearly connected and intentionally focused, quote unquote. So I really feel that that energy is there. Like Laura was saying, lots of angels, and it's interesting. I see your mom with a beautiful pink hue around her and gold around that. So and there's so much joy beaming from her face. It's just beautiful, and she's just sending you everything. She is also um, glad that you are open to a healthy new relationship, and she will be. We're gonna be knocking down the door on that one. So that's really sweet, super sweet.
What a great message. Did you feel anything else, Laura, come through?
I did, yes. I'm curious. I know Elias had mentioned the possibility of animal communicator, but I'm also picking up on the possibility of like crime solving or helping spirits like cross over. So like sort of being like psychic for cold cases or unsolved crime or something like that. So kind of more like I know it's like totally feels very left field, and it feels like it could be something that maybe just you happen to stumble upon in the future, but something about like, oh, I thought I would be, doing readings for people to connect with their past loved ones, but no, it turns out I'm actually really good at, crossing souls that seem to be stuck or clearing energy or even like assisting in unsolved cases. So
Like a forensic
yeah,
psychic.
yeah, something like that.
That would be amazing. Right now, I work in palliative care, and I do feel very connected to my patients and can sense a lot of things around them. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of development with anything, but I'm definitely, pursuing expanding my spiritual community and working on things. So I'm
That's where it
excited about
starts.
all of this. This is
That's where it
amazing.
starts.
And yes,
That's so,
yes,
it's so interesting. I was thinking
Yeah.
death doula. And then when you said you worked in palliative care, so I even got that hit from you, and I don't even consider
See?
myself that psychic. That's so interesting. Well, thank you so much, Amanda.
Thanks,
wanted
Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to bring Chris on, and Chris will get started
Hi.
with Elias and then see what Laura picks up.
Okay.
Thanks for waiting, Chris.
Yeah, of course.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
So it's funny. It is so funny. Because right away, it's like right away, your husband that passed, did Terry, like Terry's almost saying, um, you know, he's I've got you, babe. So he's letting me hear the Sonny and Cher song. It's like, I love you, babe. I got you, babe. You're doing good, babe. Wow, you've done it, babe. I mean, it's like it's all this stuff, and there's so much joy in there. And I don't know if you and I have ever talked about this, but he wants you to know it was totally okay to let go of all the karaoke equipment.
That's good to
Yeah, he's like, why are you
validation.
holding on to all that stuff? He said it's just lighter, and he did he like to surprise you a lot?
Yes, very
Okay,
much.
because what I heard is like, shh, don't tell her, but boy, this next chapter is really good. He's like, shh, I know, but she can't know. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. There's a lot of love coming through that. And okay, I'm just gonna have to say it as I hear it. Pork chops and applesauce.
Oh my gosh. He
What
totally said that.
did he? Okay, 'cause
Yes.
I'm like, what is that? I'll say it. But that's funny. That's fun. Wait, pork chops, applesauce, and wait, pork chops and applesauce and chocolate pudding.
He liked that.
Okay. Okay. Um, oh, super sweet. He's also letting you know that uh he and grandma are really working on everyone else in your family.
I need it.
He's so glad that you are able to start to let go of things and not have to be in charge.
Okay.
Does this all resonate with you?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Laura?
Yeah. I do pick up on a little bit of familial strain or a distance. So I don't know if you are just, kind of more keep to yourself and it kind of keeps you away from the family, but there feels to be a little bit of strain. So I don't know what that is, if it relates to Elias saying that, he's working on things on the other side to help with that. But I do need to acknowledge like a really young soul. So I'm picking up like on a daughter. I don't know if it was like a stillbirth or miscarriage or something from the past. I'm picking up on a young girl with your husband, who I now know is on the other side. But I feel like, but I know you know that. I already know you know that though. But it is nice to hear the confirmation, the validation, and what's so cool to see is that he looks so young and she's like little girl, and they're like holding hands, and they get to sort of have that relationship that they didn't when they were here, because she passed so young. But first of all, does that resonate with you, the little
Yes.
girl? Okay. Did you have kids since her?
Yes.
Okay, because I do feel like I need to tell you, she didn't miss out. So she didn't miss out on getting to know her siblings. And she wants to thank you too, because you still honored her and you honored her memory. Because a lot of people would shy away from, that there was a death in the family, especially of a young child. People might say, oh yeah, I have 2 kids, but actually, no, I have 3, whatever the case may be. But you honored her and you kept her memory alive. And so I don't know if there was like on her birthday or like on her crossing over day, like you always did something to commemorate her. And I do like, I'm seeing balloons, but I don't know if that means that you actually did balloons or if that's the way to show that she was commemorated. But just a thank you for honoring that. And because of that, it's so interesting because when your husband passed, the transition was so smooth as far as they just kind of picked up where they left off. Like they're, father and daughter. Like it was no big deal because she was so present in the family's life, whether it was in your hearts, your thoughts, a picture of her or whatever. So it was like she was always present there. So so do know that they are very much happily together, and don't be surprised if they both visit you together, like in your dreams or something. I don't know if it's like something catches you like at the corner of your eye, or I don't know. I'm just seeing a marble. I don't know if marble's a sign or something like that. So just be aware and open to that. And if your first thought is, oh, that must be my daughter or my husband or both, then go with that because that's from them.
Thank you. Her name's
Yeah.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Yeah, we had a bench outside with an angel on it. And then we had a bench with an angel, a different type in the house. And then we also had a picture of an angel, a young child, little girl in our home.
Oh,
So
how
yeah.
lovely. Yeah. She knows all about it. So beautiful. Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah.
That
I
was
love hearing
amazing.
about that. Those connections and awareness from the other side, that people never really leave us is just so comforting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
To know
It
that.
Thank you, Chris.
Welcome. Thank you, Chris.
Your hits and your intuition and what you pick up, Laura, and then what you get, Elias, is just
I know.
amazing.
Isn't it
let's,
funny? So, I'm sorry
it
to interrupt.
is.
Like I picked
No,
up
go
on
ahead.
the little girl, but didn't even register a spouse or anything. And so, but they came to Elias. So it's so funny.
And it's challenging when for people that are listening, when it's easier for me not to know anything about a person than to
100%.
when someone that I know and I'm like, oh, give me something I don't know. Give me something that is different.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. You're doing great, Elias.
you too. Good
You
job.
both are.
Thank you.
Well, let's bring on Dana and see what you both can share with her. Hi, Dana. Thanks for joining
Hi.
us.
Thank you for having me.
Is it me or Elias?
And
who
I
goes
believe,
first?
I'm sorry, I believe she's getting started with you, Laura. So whatever
okay.
whatever you're picking up to share.
Okay. I mean, gosh, everybody so far has had such amazing energy, and it's probably because you wanted to be here. So it's really, really helpful. Because for you too, like Dana, I really pick up this. Well, first of all, it's a very healthy skepticism, but I can tell you're really opening up more and more to the possibility of what you're capable of when it comes to your intuition and spirit. So stay on that path. But I want you to allow yourself to have that healthy skepticism. I think it's really important, and will help you to, make those good decisions when it comes to, deciding, what you want to follow when it comes to learning, whether it's, a mediumship course or energy healing or something like that. So keep that healthy skepticism and follow what feels good. Your intuition is really getting strong. I can tell that you're working on it daily, even with just little exercises of, what's the first thought that comes to mind when you're picking milk? Is it whole milk or 2%? So I just feel like, you're doing these exercises and it's really building that intuitive muscle. So I really want to commend you on the work that, I don't want to say it's hard work because I feel like it comes easy, but the work that you're doing. Oh, and I got to talk about signs with you. Signs from people who've passed. I feel like signs are starting to pop up more for you, are starting to be more in your wheelhouse. I just saw purple flower. I don't know if that means that's a sign or if that's just a symbol for a sign. But like going on a walk and picking up on things in nature and learning how much communication is coming to you by how spirit uses nature. So like birds could be grandma because birds are grandma for me. Butterflies also, whatever, could be from spirit guides or, whatever. Like you start to see, oh my gosh, I keep seeing all these nature related creatures that are signs for me. So you realize how chatty the other side is. I feel like that's a really good way for you to start that communication with the other side. Are you strongly connected to your guides? Because I feel like a really good connection with them.
Intuitively, yes, but my chatter in my brain is kind of a boulder on my road sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel them and I don't reach out enough, I think.
Yeah, that's okay. They're there no matter what. Don't be hard on yourself. It'll happen when it's meant to. But I don't know why I just got like a Benny Benny Boom Boom or something, some weird name like that. Talking about your guides. I don't know if it's their name or what. So anyway, we'll just kind of sit with that. But I want you to know, like, I feel like your guides are getting closer and closer to you. So like it's almost like they communicate, with this block, and you communicate this block, and it's going to start to click and connect, and then to like really understand each other. They understand you, but it's more like you being able to pick up on what it is that they want to tell you, so that you can hone in on that connection or that communication. But know that is coming. Elias, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, on what Laura is talking about, Dana, is the block, if you will, is what they're saying is you're so good when it comes to other people or any loved ones of yours, including animals. You're spot on when you don't have to focus on you. And they're saying this is the time that it is time for you to focus on you. So trust what you're receiving. And it's not about being 100% accurate. You may be a little bit off. We all are. None of us are 100% accurate. What they're saying is it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel right. And that's a direct quote.
Can either of you pick up on who my guides are? Like, I feel spirit, but I don't know who they are.
Benny Benny Boom Boom.
Betty Betty Boom Boom. Betty Betty Boom Boom.
Benny Benny Boom Boom.
So there are angel energies, and here's the thing. We like to give them names because that's what we do here on Earth. The energy that is coming around is there's I'm going to say a feminine energy that she would like you to call upon for many things. This feels angelic to me. You also have someone over here that is past life spirit guide that was like great grandma, grandma. It's always like a grandma kind of a feeling in some past lives. This time she's like, I'm sitting out, I'm a little tired from popping back in, so she's gonna hold the space there. But the angel's name here is Hannah. And Hannah is so many things. Healing, health, everything with an H, it's funny. Happiness. She is also saying that Hannah likes to dip her toe into creative energy for you. So call upon Hannah when you're going to start to write your book.
I try not to cry. I almost named my daughter Hannah. It was a strong thing that came to me right before I birthed her. And my husband at the time was like, I don't like it, but it was so strong. And that's the only name that stuck with me. I didn't end up naming her. I named her Brenna, but it was Hannah for a really long time.
Love it. Love it.
Beautiful.
Wow, that energy from Hannah she's been around Dana probably this whole time, right, Elias?
Probably, yes.
Tapping on the shoulder. Hey, that's why the name came to you. That's so cool.
Can I just add something too? I don't know if you do oracle cards, Because I feel like you just did Oracle, like you just did something with your Oracle cards.
I have a few favorite decks, both tarot and Oracle, and I'm trying to feel out what I really want to practice with. I have been wanting to practice for so long, and I haven't chosen yet.
Okay.
But it's on my mind all the
I'm
time.
feeling Oracle cards for you.
Me too.
So-
I'm feeling Oracle cards too.
Doesn't mean you can't dabble in the other one.
Right.
But that one just feels like, what's next?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
That's so amazing. I have a couple of decks I like as well.
Yeah.
I have a collection, you know.
Your go-to decks. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yes.
go-to right now. My go-to is it's a universal tarot, which is fun. Okay, so let's bring on our other participant and see what we have going on for Jody. Hi, Jody.
Hi,
Hello.
Jody.
And Jody is going to get started with Elias.
Hi, Jody.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
You too.
Thank you for the eye roll. So
There's a familiarity here.
it is. It is. All right. So Jody, this is really strong. I have to say this, but I don't like to predict because prediction is all up to you. Here's a probability, and a probability would be something like there is so much that you can do, and once you jump in, it's a whole new career. It's a whole new career. And they're saying that get ready because you're meant to do more than what you do currently. How's that?
It makes sense.
Okay. Letting go of the fear as well for you is what is going to push you forward. The moment you say yes to you, everybody up there is supportive. You just have to do it. You've tapped your toe at it for a little bit, but they're saying think bigger.
That makes sense.
Okay. I don't know why. I'm just gonna have to say this. And you have better benefits too.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a psychic question?
Not really.
Okay.
Just whatever comes. I'm
Open. I like it.
open.
I do have something, Elias, if
Go
you
ahead.
don't mind me jumping
Sure.
in.
No, no.
So, Jody, I have to acknowledge this young gentleman coming through. I'm getting really strong nephew vibes. Is there a nephew or a young gentleman that you know who's on the other side? I get football, like he played football, almost like high school. And this,
Not that I know of.
and that's okay. No doesn't always mean no yet. Not saying that someone's going to pass, but I'm just saying maybe it'll come, like whether it's like a friend or something. But anyway, I do want to share with this young gentleman that he needs to share with it's his mom. So just try to remember this message in case it comes up in talking to like a friend or somebody, or maybe it comes to you. But that it was what I wrote this down. It was supposed to happen, and I mean he really felt like I'll go on a little bit, but if you don't really know who this is, it kind of doesn't make sense. But it really felt like he really had his life going for him, but it was sort of a wrong place, wrong time kind of deal. So and if it doesn't resonate with you, it could resonate with somebody else here in the group too. So, for those listening, if this resonates, let us know. But it was sort of like a wrong place at the wrong time that at the time of his passing, but he wants his mom, his mama, he wants his mama to know that it was supposed to be that way. Like it was his time. There was no suffering and it happened quick. So anyway, I'll just end it there since it doesn't resonate with anybody on the screen here, but just wanted to throw that in.
Were you getting anything, Elias?
Um, I'm actually getting a female, and I'm gonna ask you, it doesn't feel grandma, but it feels that generation. Did your grandmother have a sister? Like a great
Uh,
aunt?
yes.
Okay. And was this woman kind of a larger woman, kind of a larger presence or a larger stature?
I don't really know their siblings. Like, I only have one great aunt that I kind of know, and she's still living. But, like, as for the others, not really. Like, they all kind of left before I was born or while I was still young. So,
Okay. Could this possibly not be on mom's side and be on dad's side?
it could be a possibility.
Okay. Um, and I'm feeling like a French connection, like either Creole French, or it just feels something like I'm smelling croissants, so that's kind of like my
There's
thing of
French
saying like
Canadians.
French, yeah. So I don't know if that is. It feels like someone was on an island and then brought to Canada.
Possibly I do have, like, Caribbean roots.
Okay. And if you didn't know this individual personally, it feels like this is kind of like, I'm going to say, that entrepreneurial vibration that I feel. Because this would be somebody that was in more in the holistic healing arts, like would make tinctures and aromatherapy and salves and I'm saying tinctures again, tinctures for healing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can't
No,
help you
that's
there.
okay. I mean, it's all good. It's all good. So that's what I got.
Okay, I do have a little bit more. Not about the gentleman. We'll leave him be. But I do want to bring up that I'm feeling for you, Jody, almost like an internal conflict between religion and spirituality. So almost like you feel that spirituality, it feels good, just the idea of guides and reincarnation and all that stuff. But then, being brought up a different way, I feel like a little bit of internal conflict with that. And I do want to share that because you are able to follow your intuition, and I like it because there's a lot of no nonsense behind it, but you're able to follow your intuition. And so it's getting easier for you to sort of resolve that conflict and actually find like a balance and a mutual ground for the two of them. So I don't know if, like, with your family, if you get a lot of pushback when it comes to exploring your spirituality, if you get people who don't quite understand the route or the direction that you are feeling intuitively guided to go. So things like maybe you're interested in buying like a tarot deck or oracle deck, or some sort of pendulum or some sort of divination tool, but you're like, oh, like, I'm gonna have to hide it, like I don't feel comfortable bringing it home, or whatever the case may be, or sharing it with like family or maybe even friends too. It's like this, the circle you have, they see you a certain way, but you're starting to feel a different way, like you're being pulled in a different direction. And so I feel like that there's a little bit of that sort of inner work that you're having to go through and resolve. But what I do want to share is that even if you're sort of doing this quietly and on your own and like figuring out where spirituality fits into your life, others are seeing the positive effects that it's having on you without knowing that that's what it is, and like seeing how, you know, maybe you have a brighter outlook in life, or you are glowing, or you have more understanding for a situation that you wouldn't have had before, or you don't go out and party like you used to, or whatever the case may be. They're starting to see that, and so because of that, it's actually allowing them to sort of accept more the journey that you're sort of quietly going on your own, to the point where you will be able to share this with people in your life, you know, loved ones or good friends or something like that, and create that community. So I will say, like, right now, you know, you exploring your spirituality and being open to that, and knowing that, connecting to the other side, like when we talk about past loved ones and things, you know, it's not evil, and maybe not having to like communicate that to your family or friends who maybe don't really trust that it isn't, because I do feel like there's a bit of like push and pull when it comes to that. But I want you to know that you are on the right track, because you're making choices for yourself that are for your best interest, and out of love. And you only want what's best for not only yourself, which I'm glad that you're putting yourself first, and it's okay that you're putting yourself first through this. But you're doing it as a selfless act to also better yourself for your loved ones. So that can't ever be bad. That can't ever be evil. And so I just want you to feel that, I have to say power, like feel that power, because your journey is beautiful. And I don't want you to worry too about how it looks different from what you expect, or how other people's journeys look, because yours is exactly what it needs to be to get the results that you need. You've got a whole group of guides that are with you, helping you with this. I get a strong sense of ancestors as well. I think so, like what Elias was saying, how you have, you know, on the other side, like a, you know, great aunt figure, or you know, that they seem like the elderly people are really like on your side with this, which seems a little bit ironic because they may have been more conservative in their life or whatever, but they're very much on the other side and very excited for you to be on this journey. But they're doing it quietly because they want you to be in control and allow you to lead and guide the direction that needs to go. So yeah,
You've got a lot of support, Jody.
yes.
Thank you.
in behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Well,
we all
thank you
do.
so much. Yes, I know. It's exciting to hear everybody's stories and all the different connections that are being made. I love that. And I want to have time for Tina. And Tina's been able to listen to everybody's story and all these interactions. So I'm wondering, what do you think is next for you, Tina? Like, are you looking for someone to come through, like a mediumship reading, or?
Because I know that my family's there to talk to me too, but I also have other things going on in my life, and so I know I'm ready for anything. So.
Well, let's see what gets picked up. So, Tina, I think we'll start you with Laura, and then Elias can jump in. He has time to pick some things up. So, what do you think?
Okay.
Let's see. Hi, Tina.
Hi.
Sometimes I will just kind of word vomit, so be prepared.
Word bombs.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sometimes I can't help it. Like spirit just gets so excited. So right now what they're showing me, and I say they, who knows, but it's on the other side. They're showing me like this time of solace, and this time of journaling and self-reflection, and show me gardening and things that you do more like solo. Like there's it's almost like it's like a hibernation, but it's very active. Like a lot of good things are happening during this time of solitude. It's like you know, R&R. Anyway, but know that it's towards something. It's like important for this time of rest, because things are going to get busy. Now I am seeing 2026, which means to me it's going to be this year. They just showed me September. So I'm thinking like towards the end of this year, things are probably going to pick up for you and maybe get a little bit busy. So I don't know if you play music, because I'm seeing like behind you, like the is that a bedpost? Because it reminds me of an instrument. So maybe that's why I'm picking up on that. But there's something about like something creative. But anyway, I just feel like this rest, you're going to be so grateful that you have this rest right now, because I feel like things are going to really pick up. Why did I just be told astrology? Are you interested in astrology? I
I
look at you and I don't feel that
am,
way, but
but I'm open to a lot more than I used to be. So
okay, that's good. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know where that falls in unless it's just sort of a representation of that direction. But take advantage of this time of quiet and solitude, because things are going to ramp up, and then you're going to be grateful that you sort of took this time to, it's almost like self-study too. So if you're interested in dabbling in different things, reading books, online courses where you can kind of do it from the comfort of your own home, those sorts of things, I can see are going to be really beneficial for you right now. Like you'll be able to take in more, enjoy it with your like your hot cup of tea or whatever, and just be like in the comfort of your own home. I do see a retreat for you. So I don't know if you're going to be going to a retreat end of the year or in the next, I see I'm picking up September still. So anyway, I do see like a retreat coming up for you, which will also be great too. But that involves other people, and that doesn't feel like right now. Like right now feels more like you time, if that makes sense.
right.
Yeah. I just got like pull a daily card too. I don't know if you pull a card every day or like from an oracle or tarot deck or something, but I just see like if you're wanting to ask what is it that I should focus on today, you can pull a card, and then you can journal on it, you can meditate on it, you can think about it, whatever you want to do. But again, that just feels really good with the solace, the time of solace.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Tina, Laura hit on something, and I want to just ask you: do you draw?
I paint when I on and off. Like we were just at my sister's house. She's an artist, and she sat down and she said, "I want you to do an intuitive painting." So
Okay.
that's what I did, and I posted it on our community page, and it was something that really hit me. It was
Yeah.
the first time I had meditated, and the vision that I got when I was meditating, and it was like so.
So I feel like more of that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Either doing soul paintings, with that kind of energy. What I saw was Joe Shield doing psychic artistry is what I saw, but I was like, there's something else for you. So it feels like this intuitive artistry that you'll get messages through. And what I would suggest strongly is do a moment to tap in, to ground, to do what you need to do, set the intention. And actually, I don't know if you do Reiki, but if you did, Reiki the canvas. If you didn't do Reiki, just meditate, put your hands on it, set an intention, and see how that's going to allow you to go deeper into this intuitive piece.
Okay.
It feels really, really strong to do that. And were you close to yeah, were you close to okay. Were you close to your grandfather's?
I was close to one.
Okay.
I was little when he passed, so.
Okay, it feels like, I don't know if this is where that creative piece comes from, but it feels like I'm feeling like heat behind my head here. And it feels like that's, if you feel heat or someone like your ear starts to get red or a little like coochie, 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 touchy, touchy. That is like
I'm
them,
right.
yeah, that's them sending you stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's awesome. No, my grandpa was a musician, so he played the fiddle.
Okay.
Maybe that was the
Fascinating.
instrument I picked up on.
Maybe.
Yeah, totally.
That's the energy you were getting, Laura, I think.
Maybe, or it
Tina,
was the
thank you
headboard.
so much for, for joining us and for hanging in and being able to kind of absorb everybody else's stories and hear what's been going on. Did you have any other quick question?
Well, I have been doing personal development with Elias, and so spending more of that time to myself, working on myself, things like that. But I also have time alone because I care for my mom who has dementia. So I'm kind of isolated here by myself, but I'm still working. It's a home thing. So
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that have been able to spend the time in Elias's classes and doing that work, and it has made me grow. My sister actually has noticed it, both of my sisters, and they have both said something's different about you. What is it? We see. Used to be that I would go to their houses and we would have blow ups and just knock down, drag out, stuff. This time it was like pleasant the whole time. Never had an argument, screaming argument or anything. So I feel the difference. They feel the difference, and I appreciate that. And
Awesome.
yeah.
And Laura said there's a retreat for you coming up soon.
I wonder if there was somebody
could
that
that
we
be?
knew who hosts retreats.
Get them. Oh my God. Maybe there's a few coming up. Who knows?
Retreats are amazing, and I'm sure you deserve one and need one, Tina, because I want to recognize what you're doing. Taking care of a parent and someone with dementia is a huge job and responsibility. And I know a couple of people that are going through that, and I understand what you're dealing with. Definitely.
Faint of heart for sure.
Yes. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us today for Psychics, Mediums, and Mystics. It's so wonderful to have you all here. I want to thank Michelle, Amanda, Chris, Dana, Jody, and Tina, and also you, Laura West, Elias Patras, for being who you are and being the incredible teachers and guiding lights that are out there. So just a couple of quick, housekeeping things. Go to our website, mindbodyspirit.fm, and check out all of Laura's episodes. And Elias, make sure you're following the podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Mind Body Spirit FM. See all of our episodes. Get our free mobile app. If you don't have that, make sure you get it. Available for Apple and Android. I'm Diane Ray. I'm so happy to be your host and moderator and just hanging out and listening to everybody. And thanks for joining us on Psychics, Mediums, and Mystics, part of the mindbodyspirit.fm podcast network.